Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So SMU's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on?
Second down.
Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes.
On second down.
Crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. So Wake Forest's offense has its first opportunity of the day. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Defense might bring the house here. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Claiborne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter to do. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a run.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wake Forest. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up now.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by the defense there. They're trying to get to the quarterback, and you see those arms. They're flailing. They're swatting at that football. They're trying to get the ball out of the QB's hands. Those long arms by those D-line.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
I would love for it to be 4th and short. That would be great. That's an ideal world, but it's not. It's 4th and long. And it's not an ideal world because it's a video game. So we're going for it.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. You've got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jet. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll try to pop the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you... But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Skips away from pressure. Got his man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw it Stone. He looks that one in nicely. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17. SMU 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Claiborne. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place.
And they got him for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Got a man. It's Fields. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And the returner will be dragged down. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make them.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll set up to throw. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it at the 30. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he got loose, it was all over. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Catch in the middle, it's Mays. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be knocked down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. If things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Looking downfield, it's Stone. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He makes the connection. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Discards a man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, SMU! And here they come, almost all the way back. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Let him bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, and they forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Here's the handoff. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Give to the running back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Sweet feet on the move.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made after the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They're going to run it to the right. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Stone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Got it in the middle. It's Green. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Power football with the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. Positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He's back to throw on second down. With the catch, it's Alexander. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy back up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive game.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I know you want to make a play. You're down. You're trailing. It's getting late in the game. But he has to understand, when nothing's there, I can't take a sack. The clock is my enemy.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.